Hello value investors, thank you for joining me. My name is Michael from Deep Value Returns on Seeking Alpha. I'm a bit unwell today, you can probably hear I'm a bit bunged up. But I said that I'm going to put up this video every Friday about some of the thought process that goes in my mind, and I wanted to share with you, and even though I was ill, I didn't want to kind of let that fall. So in today's video, I want to talk about some kind of don't do this kind of thing and do this kind of thing. So the most important thing when you're investing is really to survive. You just want to play a game where you're going to be able to survive for a long period of time. And it's really crazy how compounding works, and I'm sure that you've seen zillions of these. But just one kind of anecdotal evidence. When I read about Bill Gates saying in approximately 2003, 2004, and he was mocking Google when Google said, "Oh, we're going to give every Gmailer one gig of data," and he was like, "Who's gonna need a gig?" And you just fast forward that a tiny little bit, and most of us are already kind of up to 5 gigs of data. So it just gives you an idea of how quickly compounding can take off. And even if someone is right at the edge, at the pinnacle of technology, it's difficult to understand the runway that things compound at. So that's just one thing I wanted to kind of put out there. So you want to stay in this game for a long time. Okay, so to do this, you need to survive. To survive, you need to be humble enough that you're going to say, okay, I'm not the smartest guy in the room and I'm not going to play that game. So that's the first thing I want to put out there. The next thing is, similarly, don't use leverage, don't do options, don't do like buy, sell calls, all that nonsense, because nobody, seriously, that is making significant wealth over a prolonged period of time is doing that. If you want to become, just kind of make a little buck, you want to gamble, go to the casino, at least kind of have that kind of thrill. Investing is a serious business and you should take it very seriously. The Buffett quoted, if you treat investors like a business, because it is a business, and that's how you survive. So ultimately, I want you to, when I do investing, I'm just trying to buy businesses that are strong and growing stronger. So essentially that means that I want businesses that are growing in intrinsic value. So if you think about it, what you want to do, you want to buy a business and you want to buy it with enough margin of safety. And I call this a two-lever approach to margin of safety. So you want the multiple to be low, and you also want enough wiggle room that the business can grow over the next, let's say, year and a half. So you can have the business growing over time, and you also have the multiple expansion over time. So that gives you kind of two margins of safety if things kind of go haywire, because they do go haywire a lot. So you need to be in a position that you can do systematically this type of investment. Another thing is, don't focus on those stocks that can go from zero to hero just as quickly and then go back to zero again. Focus on businesses that are good. So it's very difficult to find a business that's going to be around for a while. It's really quite difficult. Most businesses, the average business lasts 30 years, and that's like the best of the best. And if you're buying into a business that has, let's say, too much leverage, or it's, the business model is becoming obsolete, that type of value investing might have worked, let's say, in the 2000s up to 2010 or something, but the market is very much attuned to that, and you're playing against quants that are already specializing in buying, let's say, hundreds of stocks that do just those kind of nets or below book value. Try and buy 10 to 20 approximately, more or less, maybe 10 to 15 stocks that are really, really good businesses. Try and spend some time to this, so that the longer you own this business, the better your return is going to be. Because there are periods of time when the stock doesn't do much, or the market just goes a bit erratic. And so you want to buy into stocks, and you want to be able to hold them without actually needing to do anything. Because the money is not being made on the buying and the selling. The money is actually being made on the holding. And there's some books about this, like 100 to 1 or 100 Bagger. These are two good ones by Phelps and Chris Meyer, that really talk about holding tight. So it's sometimes not even about picking the best businesses, it's just being able to hold that tight. And what I say in my marketplace to people, I say, buy the stock and learn to sit on your hands. And it's, when the stock is going up or down really quickly, you feel the urge to do something. You must do something. The stock is going down or up really quickly. You must have some kind of idea, you need to do something. But no, you don't. Because those large moves up or down, they do happen. And you just have to be able to say, I'm going to hold this business until, 2 years down the road or so that it can smooth out this volatility. So, in any case, I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to check out my marketplace called Deep Value Returns on Seeking Alpha. I'll tell you the stocks I own and what I'm looking at right now that's interesting. I tend to buy into businesses that are, I call them with hairs on it. Like, I like to buy businesses that are a bit misunderstood. People kind of have one impression of it, but actually when you look into it, it's actually a different type of business. So anyway, hope you find this video useful. I'll see you next time.